Hey guys, it's Radian, and today I'm gonna have a video for you guys on how to calculate whether or not your siege will hit and whether or not your portals will break if you are mesmer dropping portals. So basically, the way you're gonna do that is by using your compass right here, and you want to figure out the distance. For me, when it's all the way zoomed in, the distance from the center where your little marker is for your character all the way to the far left or to the far right of your compass, and know what that distance is in units. So basically, the way you're going to measure it is you're going to place a personal waypoint, and you're going to take a skill. Make sure you have fast cast ground targeting off. You can take a skill like this, a teleport, and you want to go exactly horizontal on your radar, and you want to go the very max distance, so like that, and that's a 900 range. And so you're going to keep track of how many times you do this. And so what I'm going to do next is lightning flash right over there, and as long as you're keeping track of how many times you teleport, you can then figure out, once this waypoint gets to the far right of your screen, just how far you went. And you're basically just going to keep doing that until it gets to the far right of the screen or the far left of the screen, depending on which direction you're going. I would definitely go horizontal. That's what I'm trying to go as horizontal as I can. And so the next one's just going to be like this. You want to get it as far as possible, so you're going exactly 900. And once it does get to the end of my screen, that's when I'll be done. This needs to get all the way over there, but I've already done this, so I already know that from the center of here all the way to right about here is about 5,000 units. Measure it for years though, see what it is. You can also zoom out once and measure it again, or zoom out twice and measure it again, because when you want to calculate your trebuchet distance placement, you don't want to zoom out, because the trebuchet is 10,000 units. So you might even measure this one all the way zoomed out. It's gonna take a while to measure, but it'll probably be worth it in the end. So I have a zoom in entirely distance calculated already. It's about 5,000 units from the center to the far left or far right. So basically, if you want to place a catapult and you want to know whether or not it's gonna hit, so it has a 4,000 range, but it has a blast radius as well. So it can actually hit from further than 4,000, but you want to try to place it at 4,000 units, just so that the margin of error of the blast radius is enough. So the way you're going to do this, because you can see the walls right here, we're going to pretend like we're catapulting this wall. We want to place it 4,000 units away and not get hit by those wolves. You're going to click this one, toggle rotation, and you're just going to turn your character until the wall that you see right here is on the horizontal side. You can also be on the right side too, that's fine. Just one on the left or right. Then you're going to get attacked by wolves, and you're going to see that right about here is the ideal placement, because this is 5,000 and that's around 4,000 just from eyeballing it. And so after I break aggro real quick, hold on. So when you place it, you want to make sure you place it forward. So to place it forward, the catapult towards the wall, you want to make sure you throw the catapult in the direction of the wall. Facing the wall doesn't matter, you have to throw it in the direction of the wall, because when you throw the catapult, your character will turn in the direction you're throwing. And if you throw backwards behind you, then the catapult's going to be built backwards and the person's going to have to spend a long time turning it. So it's very much worth it to take the extra time to build it, to place it straight, than to just place it immediately and place it sideways, because that takes forever to turn. So I'll show you real quick as I get attacked by wolves. So remember, we have the toggle map rotation on just for now, and we want it right about here, and we want to throw it towards the wall. So here we go, watch that, throw it. Oh yeah, I don't have fast cast, so there you go. Obviously that didn't help our team any, that was just for demonstration purposes. But yeah, so if I want to hit this wall, I need to make sure I throw it over there. If I throw it behind me, it's going to be facing backwards. So that's basically how you do it. I'm going to go back in the keep. Measure the distance for the all the way zoomed in. That's very good for catapults and arrow carts and ballistas, measuring those, because their ranges are like 3,000, 2,500, and 4,000, but it can obviously get higher as you rank them up. And then for trebuchet, you could just know the zoom in distance and calculate trebuchet. You'd basically have to go 2 full lengths of this if it's 5,000 for you or whatever it is for you, and you're just gonna have to spend a longer time keeping track of how many of these you did. Well, you don't really have to do that. You can just do this. You can say, let's say we start here, and we're just gonna go sideways. Once that thing gets to the far right of our screen, we've been 5,000 units. So about, so that's about 5,000 units. And then what I would do now is I'd place a waypoint where I am now, and then I'd go 5,000 units again, and then that's 10,000. So that's actually not bad. It's just gonna be one extra spot. And so like that would be 10,000 from where I initially started. But if you calculate the zoom out distance like this, probably 2 zoom outs is good enough, then you won't have to do that. And then same thing for portals. Portals are 5,000 units. You can make a personal waypoint if you want to use a portal. Let's say I'm on Mesmer. Say I'm zoomed in all the way, and I want to make a portal here. So how far can I go before it breaks? This might not be a good example because there's a wall right here I'm about to run into. That's okay. Remember, I can go 5,000 units, and about the length of this is 5,000, so maybe close to here will be where it breaks. And remember, for catapults and trebuchets, that when you shoot it, it flies a projectile, and if where you're hitting is higher than when you are currently, then you can't shoot it as far. But if where you're hitting is lower than where you are, then you can actually hit something from just a little bit further range. So for example, if you are catapulting Westkeep, if you place catapults right here, yeah, you can catapult this wall down, they can actually reach this wall over here. Even though it's just a little bit more than 4,000 range, it's because it's lower down here than up here. That gives it a little bit more distance. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Just a quick recap. Remember, you can use personal waypoint, and you want to measure the horizontal distance. And that was horrible because you want to go the full distance possible, and then just keep track. And then just look at the waypoint to measure it, get a good idea for the first one, and then you'll be set. And remember, siege placement. You want to place your siege straight. So if I want to hit this wall, I cannot place it here. That's going to be a backwards siege. It doesn't matter where I'm facing, I can face this way. I just have to throw it in the direction of the wall. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.